Hey everyone, welcome to the part 3 of adding stories under The Social. So in this video of The Social, we are going to complete the following series, that is a mini series of adding stories under The Social. So if you have followed me in my previous 2 tutorials, we have completed the following screen of our story, so that after pressing over this icon of the user, we are now able to see the following story of the user having the following options. And if I go here, you can see we have our small menu here, and after pressing delete, the following story shall be deleted. Also after pressing add on, that is add to highlights, we are now able to see the following small bottom navigation bar sheet, that is bottom sheet of adding the following story under our existing album, that is our highlights. So if you have not seen the following tutorial, quickly check it out. The link of the following tutorial shall be in the description or somewhere up at the cards. But now if you have done so, let's continue. So now the first task shall be showing up the user the following time ago thing for the particular story. So if you remember, if I move into my story widgets, at the time of submitting our entire story to our Cloudflare store, we are also submitting a time that the particular story was posted, and same thing goes for here. So what we can really do is go under our stories helpers, that is story helper, come somewhere down, and here create a new method for fetching up the time of the particular story. So for that thing, first of all, let's create a new method for story time posted. Under this, we shall be only requiring a single field under a type of dynamic for time data. So under this method, we can simply have the timestamp to be a timestamp that shall be equal to time data. And after this, we shall be creating a method for converting the following timestamp under a date time. So here let's have a date time for a date time, and this should be equal to timestamp dot to date. Easy. And after this, we can do one thing, go at the top and import the following dependency of time ago. But if you are watching this tutorial for the first time, let me move under my perfect.yaml file and show you the following dependency of time ago. This shall be helping us in formatting the time, that is a time under a format of timestamp under a time ago thing. So here we can simply write import time ago, the package of time ago as time ago. Easy. So once we have done this, we can come down here, and here I can simply write a new string. Let's say we create a new string here, somewhere down here. For I can simply say a new string of story time. Let's have a getter for the following string as well. So copy the following getter, paste it here. But here let's have story time, and also a getter as in the form of story time. Easy. So once we have done this, we can come down here, and here I can simply say story time should be equal to time ago, the following dependency, and from that I can format the following date, and here we have a date as in the form of date time. So paste it here, and after that I can simply say all the notify listeners for the listeners. Easy thing. So once we have done this, we can go under our stories, under our stateful widget, and here on the following init I can uncomment this. Alright, import the following thing from data sync, and here I can simply say provider dot off under a context of story helper. Alright, story helper, and after this I can simply listen to false, and after that I can simply get the story time. Easy thing. And here we can simply add the following story thing. So for that I can simply say story time posted widget. It will be taking a time data, and if you remember, we are simply getting a document snapshot of the following data. So I can do one thing right here, widget dot document snapshot dot data, and from this I can fetch on the time. Easy thing. Add a bracket here. Cool. So once we have done this, we are good to go. So now once we have initiated the following method under our init state, I can come down here at the following 2 hours ago static thing, and here instead of this I can simply say provider dot off under a context of story helper. Alright, story helper, and here we can simply listen to false, and after that I can simply get my story time. Easy thing. So once we have done this, format document once. So now let's try it out. Alrighty, we will be getting an error. So let's load our entire application once. Let's log in as flawless hero. Cool. So once we are logged in, let's check the following story. Cool. So after pressing over this, we can see the time of the following story, which was 1 day ago. Yes, I completed the previous tutorial a day ago. So congratulations, we have done a great job. Now we are successfully watching the following time of the story that was posted. So once the following thing is done, we can do one thing. Alright, it is gone, so no worries, go at the top, and here let's comment out our timer. We don't need this. So now let's open it one more time. So once the following thing is done, the next thing that we are going to do today is adding a watch time, that is a scene stamp under a particular story. So, and in this way the number of people who have been watching the following story shall be incurred here, that is the counter shall be increased by 1, 2, 3 and so on. So let's make that thing happen. So for doing that, let's go under story helper and create a new method for adding the scene stamp. So for adding the following scene stamp, I can simply say a future add scene stamp. Alright, add scene stamp, and here under this it will be taking a build context for a context, and after having the following build context, it will be also taking a string for a story ID. Easy, let's provide a story ID, and after having the following story ID, it will be taking a string for a person ID. So let's here type here a person ID, and after this it will be also taking a document snapshot. So here let's provide here a document snapshot for a document snapshot. So once we have provided everything, I can simply say here if document, that is document snapshot dot data, and from this if the user UID of the following document snapshot is equal to the following user ID who is currently logged in under our application. Alright, let's write the following condition, provider dot off. I know you are getting used to for writing the following code. So here let's have listen property to false, or write a false, and after that let's get the user UID. If the following thing will be so, we can simply add our following method, and here I can simply say return Firebase Firestore.instance. But before that, let's make the following thing to be not equal to. If the following user ID is not equal to our current user ID, we shall be simply adding a scene stamp of the particular user. So for that purpose, I can simply say return Firebase Firestore, and after instance I can simply say a collection. Under collection, let's have all the stories. Easy, and after that we shall be requiring a document for the story ID. So here I can simply say story ID, and after that under a collection of scene, that is a new collection of scene, we can simply add document of the current person who has seen the following story. So for that I can simply say person ID, and after that I can simply set all of his data. So here under the following data, what we can set is simply a timestamp. So here let's have time, under this let's have timestamp dot now, and after that we shall be also getting his username. After username, his user image. Easy, let's have user image, and after this we shall be also requiring his user UID. So here let's have user UID. So once the following thing is done, we can get all of our data of the user from Firebase operations class. So here let's have provider dot of Firebase operations, somewhere between here, and here let's have listen property. Alright, listen property to false, and after this let's get the init username, and after that it will be also requiring his other data. So I can copy the following line, paste it here, but here let's have get init user image, and after this we shall be also requiring his current user UID. So I can copy the following line of his user UID and paste it here. Easy. So once we have done this, we are good to go. But before moving on, let's make the following process to be asynchronous. Easy. So once our method is completed of adding the scene stamp, we can go add our stories, and here under our init state we can add the following method of adding scene stamp. So here let's have a provider dot off, and here I can have the context of stories helper. After having the particular context, let's have listen property to false, and after this I can simply add the method of add scene stamp. Now it will be taking various things. So first of all, let's start with document snapshot. So here let's have widget dot document snapshot, and after this we shall be also requiring the person ID, and for the person ID we can simply say provider dot off under a context of authentication are used to thing, and here we can have listen property. Alright, listen property to false, and here let's get the user UID. So after having this thing, we shall be also requiring the story ID. So for story ID we can simply say widget dot document snapshot dot ID. Easy thing. So once we have done this, we are good to go. So now as this thing is done, let's test it out. So for testing it out, we can go log out of our story, that is come out of our story, move under our next profile, let's log out, and let's log in as Dungeon Master. Cool. So once we are logged in, let's check the following story. Easy. So we have seen the following story of Lawless Hero. Awesome story, brother. Congratulations. Okay, bye bye. So now we can come out of this, but it should be seen, not seem. I think I had added a wrong spelling. No worries, let's make it of scene. And now let's try it out one more time. So for trying it out, we can open the following story one more time. Easy, we have seen the story one more time. Flawless hero, you are doing a great job. Again one time. Congratulations, we have done a great job. So once we have created the following collection, let's retrieve all of the data. So for retrieving data, we can do one thing. First of all, go under the following stories thing. Alright, let's go back and log in as Flawless hero one more time. Okay, Flawless hero. So now let's open the following story. Easy, so here you can see we are getting a scene stamp to be 0, but we need a 1 counter because Dungeon Master has seen our story. So for doing that thing happen, we can come down. Alright, let's go up, not down. And here we have simply a text, but instead of having a text, I can remove the following text, and instead of that have a stream builder. And here it will be under a type of a query snapshot. So here under the following stream builder, first of all let's have the stream and builder. So here I will be having a stream and builder. So first of all, under my stream, I can simply have Firebase, Firestore.instance.collection, a collection of all the stories, and after this it will be taking a doc. So for doc, I can simply say widget.documentsnapshot.id, and after that it will be simply reading the collection of all the scene, and after that let's get the snapshots. So once we are getting all of our snapshots, we can have our builder as in the form of context, also a snapshot, and here I can have a if condition. So here if snapshot.connection state is under a connection state of waiting, I can simply say return a center. Cool, so under the following center I can simply say a child to be a circular progress indicator. Alright, where's that thing? Let's have a circular progress indicator. Cool, so once we have our circular progress indicator, we can have a else block, and here else we can simply return the following text, but instead of having 0, I can simply say snapshot.data.docs.length.toString. Easy thing. So now let's test it out, but after adding the semicolon here, let's test it out. Did you see that we have our counter to be 1 cause a new user has seen our following story. So now what we can really do is, after long pressing over this entire JSON director, we should be showing the user a small sheet from the bottom for having data of all the users who has seen the following story. So for making that thing happen, we can go under our story widgets and create a new bottom sheet at the bottom. Okay, at the bottom. So here I will be creating one more sheet for showing us all of the data of the user who has seen the following story. So here let's have a new method of show viewers. Cool, but before that, if you are not following me on Instagram, quickly follow me there because I will be sharing my daily updates there. So here let's have a build context for a context, and also it will be taking a string for a story ID, and after that it will be also taking a string for a person UID. So under the following thing, I can simply return a show model bottom sheet are used to thing, and here let's have a context. Also we shall be requiring a builder. So here let's have a builder as in the form of context, and here I can simply return a container. So under the following container, first of all let's have somewhat height and width under a media query dot of for a context of size of height into 0.5. Also let's have a width for media query dot of for size of width. So once we have done this, let's have somewhat decoration for box decoration, and here first of all let's have a color for constant colors of dark color. Also let's have a border radius for border radius dot circular of 12. So once we have done this, let's have children. So here let's have child as in a form of a column. So under my column I can have a children. So first children shall be nothing but a divider, and after having the following divider, alright, first of all let's have somewhat attributes. So here let's have thickness of 4, and also let's have a color of constant colors for a white one. And after having this thing, let's do one thing, refactor the following divider under a padding, and here let's have a symmetric one. Alright, a symmetric one, and after having the following symmetric one, I can do one thing, have a symmetric of 150. Alright, from horizontal, my bad, horizontal of 150. Cool, so once we have done this, after having the following padding, I shall be having a size box. So under my size box, first of all let's have somewhat height of media query So for having that height, I can copy height and width from here, paste it here. But instead of having 0.5, let's have a 0.4. So after having the height and width, I can have a child as in the form of a stream builder. So here let's have a stream builder for a type of a query snapshot, the usual thing. And here let's have a stream for Firebase Firestore .instance.collection. And here I can be simply getting up the collection of all the stories. And here let's have the doc ID under a form of story ID, not doc ID brother. So here let's have a doc ID. And after that I shall be taking a collection of all the scene 1 and get all my snapshots. So after having the snapshots, let's have a builder. Under builder, let's have context, also a snapshot. Here let's have a if condition for if snapshot.connection state is under a connection state dot waiting. I shall be simply returning a center, and under center let's have a child for circular progress indicator. And here let's have a else block, and under the following else block I can simply return a list view. And under the following list view, first of all let's have all the children under a form of a snapshot dot data dot docs. From these docs I can map the following data under a form of a to list. So here instead of having a dynamic key, I can simply have a document snapshot. So here let's have a document snapshot for a document snapshot. And here instead of arrow quotation I can simply say return me a list style. So under my list style, first of all let's have a leading widget for a circle avatar. Alright, a circle avatar. And under following circle avatar, first of all I shall be simply having a background image for a network image. And under this, under the source, I can simply say document snapshot dot data. Under this let's have user image. Cool. So once we have done this, let's have somewhat background color. Alright, we need a bracket here. So here let's have a background color for a constant colors of dark color. And after that let's have somewhat radius. So here let's have a radius of 25. So after having the leading widget, I can have a title. Under title I can simply have a text. Under text let's have document snapshot dot data. From this let's have username. Alright, username. Let's have somewhat styling. So after having the following styling, I can simply copy the text one more time. And here after having title, I can have a subtitle and paste the following text here. But here under my subtitle, instead of having the same text, I shall be showing here a time, so that a particular user has seen my story a time ago. So for that let's have here data for now to be 2 hours ago. Okay, ago. So format document once. And here instead of having white color, let's have a green color. Also let's have a small font of 12, that is font size. So after having this thing we are good to go. But let's also do one thing, add a trailing widget as in the form of an icon button. So here under my icon button, first of all let's have an icon for icon. And here let's have icon as in the form of font awesome icons dot arrow. Alright, arrow circle for a right one. Let's have somewhat color to it for constant colors of yellow color. So once we have done this, let's have on tap property, that is on press for navigator dot push replacement. And here under push replacement let's have a new root. So under new root I can simply have a root to be paste transition. And here first of all let's have a child for alt profile, that is alternate profile that we have built in this video. So here let's have alternate profile. Let's do one thing, import the following profile. Cool. So now it will be having a required property for user UID, and I can simply provide here user UID for document snapshot dot data. From this let's have user UID. Also it will be require a type. So here let's have a paste transition type from bottom to up, easy thing. So once we have done this, format document first. And now let's check the following thing under action. So here we can go under stories, under our entire JSON director, and here I can simply say story widgets, show viewers. Cool. So it will be taking a story ID and a person ID. So here first of all let's provide here the following story ID. So under the following story ID I can simply say widget dot document snapshot dot data. And from data for a story ID, instead of having data I can simply say ID, easy thing. And after that in the form of person UID we can simply say widget dot document snapshot dot data. And from this I can simply say user UID, easy thing. So now let's test it out. So after pressing over this, you can see we are getting our data here of Dungeon Master, because Dungeon Master has seen our profile And here on tapping on this button, we are now navigated to his entire profile, that is alternate profile. Congratulations, we have done a great job. So let's go back. Let's open our story one more time. We have to add the following timing here, that is to our thing to be a dynamic one. So for making that thing happen, we can go under story helper, go at the top and create a new string for a particular time. And here I can simply say a string for last seen time or any sort of thing. So here let's have his getter as well. Copy the following thing, paste it here, but here let's have get last thing, not cast but last. So once we have done this, we can come down here and here I can simply paste it here, and here I can simply say time ago dot format, and here under date we can simply paste date time. Easy. So once we have done this, we can go under our story widgets, come somewhat down, and here after having the following document snapshot, we can simply provide here the following method of provider dot of, and here under our context I can have context of stories helper. After this, let's have listen property to false, and after that let's have the following method of show, not show but story posted time. Cool. So under time data, I can simply provide here time data for document snapshot dot data, and from this let's fetch the time. Cool. So once we have done this, we are good to go. So after providing here a following method at the top of the initialization, we can come down here, and instead of having 2 hours ago, I can simply say provider dot of, and here under a context I can have stories helper, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the following getter, that is last seen time dot to string. Cool. So once we have done this, format document once, and now let's test it out. So here let's go back, open it one more time. Cool. So here you can see we are getting our time, that is 15 minutes ago, called Dungeon Master has seen our story 15 minutes ago. Congratulations, we have done a great job. Once the following thing is done of adding both the timestamps, we can do one thing, add the following highlights, that is the following story to our existing highlights. And if you remember, in our previous tutorials we have already created a new highlight under our entire user collection. So now what we can do is go back, go under our entire profile of the user, and here under highlights we can really show all of the highlights. So here we can go under the following profile of the user, alright, under profile helpers, and here you can see we have all of our data. So under our profile, after having the following container, we can have one more container for showing all of the recent highlights. So for having that thing, first of all let's create a new container, and under the following container, first of all let's have somewhat height and width. So first of all let's have a media query height, alright, under a height for media query dot of for size of height into 0.1. Also we shall be requiring somewhat width. So here let's have media query dot of for size of width, and after having this, let's have somewhat decoration for a box decoration, and under a box decoration, first of all let's have somewhat color for constant colors of dark color with opacity. Under opacity we can have opacity of 0.4. After that let's have somewhat border radius, not border but border radius, for border radius of circular. Under circular let's have border radius of 15. Cool. So let's check the following thing under action. Cool. So we have our following thing here. So after having this thing, we can do one thing, have our child for our container as in a form of a stream builder. So here under my stream builder I can have a query snapshot for a type, and here I can have my stream and builder. So first of all, for a stream I can simply have Firebase Firestore dot instance, not collection but instance of collection, and under collection I can have collection of users, and here I can have a doc ID of the current user. So here let's have a provider dot of, and here for context let's have authentication, and after that let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the user UID. From this let's get the collection of highlights. After getting the following collection, let's get all the snapshots. Easy, all the snapshots, and here let's have our builder. So under builder I can have a context, also a snapshot. So here let's have if condition for if snapshot dot connection state is under a connection state of waiting, so we won't get any red one thing. It is very annoying. So here let's have a return statement for a center. Under center, let's have a child for circular progress indicator. Cool. So once we have done this, let's have our else block, and under else I can simply return a new list view. So under my following list view, I can have first of all a scroll direction for axis of horizontal, and after that I can have my children under a form of snapshot.data.docs.map, and here let's map it under a to list, and instead of having just the knee, I will be simply having a document snapshot for a document snapshot, and here I won't be returning any null value, but here I can simply say return a gesture detector. Under our following gesture detector, first of all let's have onTap property, which will be empty for now, and after having the following onTap property, let's have a child to it as well. So under child I can have a container. So under my following container, first of all let's have a child for a column, and under my column, first of all let's have main axis alignment for main axis alignment of center, also a cross axis alignment for cross axis alignment of center, and after having this thing, let's have the children. So under children, first of all I shall be having a circle avatar of the particular highlight. So here let's have a circle avatar. So under this let's have a background image for a network image, easy a network image, and under the following network image I can simply have document snapshot dot data. Under this let's have data of the cover, let's have a radius for 30, let's have a radius of 30, and after having the following radius, let's come out of the following circle avatar and have a text for document snapshot dot data, and under this let's have title of the particular story. So here let's have somewhat styling to it for a text style, and under my text style, first of all let's have a color for constant colors of green color. Let's have a font weight for a font weight of bold. Also let's have a font size of 12. Easy, format document once. So once we have done this, let's have somewhat height and width to our container. So here first of all let's have a height for media query dot of for size of height, and under height I can have height of 0.1. Easy, 0.1. Also let's have a width for media query. So now let's test it out. So here you can see we are getting our entire story here. So what we can really do is have a background color first. So here let's have a background color for constant colors, and here under constant color let's have a dark color. Cool. So once we have done this, let's decrease somewhat radius to 25. Cool. So it is looking more cool now. So in this way we have completed our entire story. So what I can really do is refactor it under a padding from everywhere. Cool. So let's do one thing, decrease somewhat radius as well to 22, or let's have about 20 as well for a default size. So once we have everything, that is our entire highlight, we can simply do one thing on tapping over it, show the entire highlights to the user. So for having that thing, we can simply create a new widget under our story widgets for simply showing entire highlights to the next person. So here we can come down here and create a new widget for this case, and here I will be simply creating a new widget of preview all highlights. Cool. So under this, first of all let's have a build context for a context. After having the following build context, it will be also requiring a string. So here under the following string I can simply say show me the highlight title, or that is the highlight title, and here after having this thing I can simply say return show model bottom sheet. It will be taking a context. Alright, it will be taking a context for a context. Also let's have a builder as in a form of a context. So here let's provide here a context, and under my following context I can simply say return a big container. Cool. So here once this thing is done, let's make it down and have is scroll control property to true. So here under my following container, first of all let me have a default height of media query dot of for size of height, and after this let's have a width of media query dot of for size of width, and after having this thing let's have a child for a stream builder. So under this let's have a query snapshot first of all. Cool. So after having this thing, let's have a stream for a Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and under a collection I can have collection of all the users. Also let's have a document of the particular user. So for that let's have provider dot of under a context of authentication I can simply say listen property. Alright, a listen property to false. and after that let's get the user UID. After that let's have the collection of all the highlights. Cool. So after having the particular collection, let's get the particular doc of the highlight title. So here let's copy the highlight title and paste it here. So after having this thing, let's get the collection of all the stories. After having this, let's get the snapshots finally. So once we have gotten all of our snapshots, let's have a builder. So under builder, I can simply say show me a context, also a snapshot. So here under this, first of all let's have our if condition, our use to thing for snapshot, that is if snapshot dot connection state. If the following connection state is under a case of waiting, I can simply say return a center, and under the following center I can simply have a child for a circular progress indicator. After that let's have an else block, and else return an entire page view. Yes, an entire page view. So under the following page view, it will be having all of its children. So under children I can simply have snapshot dot data dot docs dot map, and under mapping let's have a to list form. So here under this mapping I can have a document snapshot for a document snapshot. Cool. So let's remove the E from here. So after removing the following E, I can simply say return me a container. Now the following container is gonna be somewhat height and width. So I can copy the entire height and width from there, paste it here, and here I can simply say have a child of image dot asset, not asset but network, and under the following network I can have document snapshot dot data, and from data I can simply get the following image. Let's check it out. Cool. So format document once finally, and now we need to simply test it out. So for testing it out, we can go back under profile helper, and here under gesture editor I can simply say story widgets, preview all highlights. Now it will be taking an highlight title. So under highlight title I can simply say document snapshot dot data, and from this let's have the title. Easy thing. And now before testing it out, we can do one thing, add a new highlight under the following for the following user. So for that let's go here, go under gallery, and here let's add somewhat a new highlight. So here let's have the following image. Let's go at the bottom and select the following Deadpool image. No worries. Let's check our debug console. Alright, let's create it once, and here let's test the following thing, that is upload the following image. Alright, image is uploaded. Cool. So now we can see under the following thing, let's open it one more time. We can see we are getting our image. Don't worry, the internet is slow cause the Android emulator will emulate our entire thing to be very much slowly, but regardless of that we have successfully added a new story under our entire The Social. So now we can go back, and here we can see if we simply go here one more time, and here if you see we can simply add the following highlights to our entire existing collection. But before that we can go under our story widgets. Yes, story widgets, and we can simply go under the following section of adding a new highlight, and here if you remember we have created the following stream builder for entire stories. So here let's have a child to be a stream builder. So here it will be under a type of a query snapshot. So here let's have a query snapshot, and after having the following type let's have a stream for Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and under the following collection it will be under a collection of all the stories. Now here it will be taking a doc. Now it will be also requiring a document, and here we can simply provide a document as well. So under the following stream I can simply have Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection. Under a collection I can have users collection, and after that let's get the following doc of the current user. So here let's have a provider dot off, and here under context I can have context of authentication, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's have get user UID, and after that I can simply set the following collection, and under following collection I can simply get all of the highlights. Easy. Let's get a document snapshots, and after that we shall be requiring a builder. Under following builder let's have a context, also a snapshot. So here we can simply do one thing, add our if condition for if snapshot dot connection state is under a connection state of waiting. We can simply say return a center. Under the following center let's have a child for a circular progress indicator. Cool. Here let's have else block, and here under else let's return a new list view. So here let's have a new list view. Easy. Alright, format document first. So here under list view, let's have a scroll direction for axis dot horizontal, and after that let's have all the children. So under children I can have snapshot dot data dot docs dot map into to list. So yeah, first of all let's have a document snapshot. Alright, a document snapshot for a document snapshot, and here let's not return a null, but instead of that let's return a gesture detector. Cool. So under gesture detector, on tapping the following thing, it will be null for now, and here let's have a child for a gesture detector. So under a child we can have a container, and under a following container we can have our entire data from our profile. So here let's go under profile helpers, and here we have our entire container, that is padding. So I can copy the entire padding, go back, and here instead of container paste it here. Easy, format document once. So now let's test it out. So let's go back, and here after pressing add to highlights, we are getting our existing highlights, which is holidays. Now we need to create a method so that after clicking over holidays we should be able to now add the following story under this thing. But now what I can really do is create a one more album. So for adding album, let's create our entire text field, that is open our text field, and here let's have a new collection of heroes. Cool. So let's have a new field of not this but of this one. Let's take a debug console. So now after pressing over this, a new collection is created of heroes. So now let's go back of the following stories. Let's go under our entire profile. Cool. So here two different things are appeared here of heroes and highlights. So now after pressing over heroes, you can see we are getting our data here, that is the image. Really need to work on our UI. So for that purpose we can go under story widgets at the bottom of our new method, and here under a following decoration let's have somewhat, that is container, let's have somewhat decoration for a box decoration. And under a box decoration, first of all let's have a color of constant colors of dark color. Let's test it out. So let's swipe it down and open it one more time. Cool. So we are getting a story here. Now on swiping over it we should be able to see the next story. So let's make that thing happen. So now we can do one thing, go here and add one more story from our gallery, and now let's go down and select this image. Let's upload the following image. Let's check our debug console. Cool. So the image is uploaded. Now let's check our entire story. So now let's check our story. So here after pressing over this, alright, it might take somewhat time to load it up. Alright, we have a new story here. So let's come it down, and here after this, after pressing over this, and here we need to simply add a new method of adding the following story under this collection of heroes. So let's make that thing happen. So here for doing that we can go under our story helper, and here create a new collection method for adding a story to existing album. So here I can copy the entire method, paste it here, but here I can simply say add story to existing album. Easy thing. So here we can simply remove the when complete phrase. Cool. Format document once, and here under the following collection we can simply remove the following set data from now here, and here instead of having a highlight name we can write here a new method of highlight collection ID. Cool. So here we can simply paste it here, and after having this we can add the following thing to the stories, that is existing stories. So here let's have stories, and here let's simply add data. So here under add I can simply say here first of all the image for a story image. After this it will be requiring a username. So here under username I can simply say provider dot off for a context of authentication. Also let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get, alright, we don't need authentication but Firebase operations, no worries. So here let's have get init username. So I can copy the entire name, paste one more time, but here let's have user image, and here let's have get init user image. So format document once. So now we can finally test it out. So for testing it out we can do one thing, go at our story widgets, and here go at the top of showing all the highlights, that is the following menu. So here we have our new gesture detector. So here I can simply do one thing, add the following method of adding the story to existing album. So here let's have a provider dot off for Firebase operations, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's have method of add story. So here let's have listen property, and here let's have add story to existing album. So here first of all it will be requiring all the following parameters. So here let's have all the data. So under user UID I can simply say provider dot off, and here let's have authentication, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get user UID, and here it will be requiring an highlight collection ID as well. So for that purpose I can simply say document snapshot dot ID, not data. So once we have done this, let's check it up into action. So now let's open the story one more time. Open it, add to highlights, easy. Let's add to heroes. Cool. So let's check our entire collection. Let's go back. Here under heroes you can swipe left, that is right, and you can see we have a new story here. That is a new story that we have added right now. So congratulations, we have done a great job. Now you can successfully see all of our story highlights of the following users and also for holidays. So I think we should keep it all for today. We have covered a great job. So what we can really do is open this and delete the following story. It will work as well. So with that said, I think we should keep it all for today. So I will see you in the next one with another great tutorial over The Social. Till then, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Please hit that like button. Goodbye.